Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new on here, my name is Tonia, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys some of the things that you can do after a Schengen visa refusal or denial. This question has been asked over and over again on appealing and reapplying and all of that, so I'm going to be giving you guys more details on that. So if you are interested in this topic, make sure to smash the subscribe button and keep watching. So the first thing you can do after your Schengen visa has been denied or rejected is to appeal. Now, appealing a visa rejection is not easy, okay? I don't want to come here and tell you guys, so everything is all rosy. You guys know I like to share the truth. The reason why it's not that easy is because you have to tell them the reason why them rejecting you was a big mistake. Now that's not easy, right? Because if they are telling you that the reason why they have rejected you is because you didn't give them enough document to support your application, or that you didn't give them enough reason to think that you were going to return after your visa, or that they didn't think that the reason why you gave them for wanting to come back is reasonable, you know. So now this is you fighting back and saying, no, I gave you enough documents, I told you this is what I want to do. You need to be absolutely sure that them rejecting you was incorrect. And how do you do that? First of all, you're going to look for the reason why you were rejected. So let's pick an example. Let's say that they told you that you were rejected because of insufficient fund, right? And according to the Schengen visa rules, they say that you need to maintain at least $3,000 a certain amount of time before your application. And you see that 6 months before your application date, you had actually maintained $3,000, and they still rejected you based on that. That's when you tell them, here's my financial statement. You actually take evidence with the letter and you say, here's my financial statement. According to your website, you said that we need to maintain $3,000 before application for 2 to 3 months, and I have maintained this amount. So why would you reject me based on this reason, you know? So that's you telling them that their judgment was incorrect and that you have a proof for it. Now that's you appealing. Let's say that you decide to appeal. You're going to need to write an appeal letter, and these are the things that the appeal letter needs to contain. First of all, the appeal letter is going to contain your personal details, okay? You're going to tell them your name, your surname, your date of birth, and your place of birth. Tell them your passport number, your email address, and your phone number. Then the second part of the letter will contain the dates that you were rejected, and then the reason why you were rejected, all right? And then the third part is going to contain the reason why you think the rejection was incorrect. If you guys want, I'm going to actually teach you guys how to write the letter, like in details, like the way I usually do, the way I usually show you guys how to write a cover letter or an invitation letter. I can actually teach you guys how to do that in a whole other video, but in today's video I'm only telling you guys about like the things that you can do after you've been rejected. So this is not teaching you about it, I'm just telling you guys what to do and how to do it. So that's how the appeal letter is going to look like. Every Schengen country has a specific time that you can appeal. So that means that if you are applying to France or say Italy, they all have a specific time that they need you to appeal. So you need to go to their website and check how early or late you can appeal. So some people will say within 21 days of rejection you can appeal. It might be different for Czech Republic, for example, might want you to appeal within 15 working days, you see. So now that is for those who want to write an appeal letter. The second thing you can do is to reapply. But I have seen people make these mistakes where they reapply and they get rejected again. And the reason is because you reapplied without correcting the mistake that you made before, or you reapplied, corrected the mistake that you made before, and then you made another one. Okay, so that's the reason why some people get rejected over and over again. For example, I always tell you guys that I have been rejected before. I was rejected from France, and then I applied to Italy and I wasn't rejected. Now I was given a visa in Italy, and since then I have never been rejected again. That was because I took my rejection from the first time and I learned from it, and I bettered my next application. So that's what you need to do. So let's assume that you plan to reapply. Okay, the reason why you were rejected before, let's pick an example. The reason why you were rejected before was because they'll say something like the justification for the reason of stay is unreliable. Let's say they say something like that. What they're trying to say is that you didn't give them enough reason, you didn't give them enough document to support your trip, to support the reason that you're traveling. Some of you will say, oh, I'm applying for a tourist visa, so I'm just going to give them hotel booking, blah blah blah. Sometimes they want you to give them stuff like your itinerary, like while you're there, what do you plan to do? They want you to show them that you've booked a tour to go to the Eiffel Tower, for example, if you were going to France, Paris. And just in case you haven't seen my, what to know before going to Paris video, check it out. I think it's gonna pop up here or here. I really don't know one of this place. Anyways, so let's say for example you're traveling to Paris. You could show them that you've booked some like official tours to take you to the Eiffel Tower and then take you to the Louvre Museum and stuff like that. You need to show them the things that you're going to be doing while you're there. So it's not just about you slanging in hotel booking and you think that's okay. So let's say, for example, you're traveling to go and see your wife or your husband, for example. Now you're going to tell them that, oh yeah, I'm going there to see my wife. While you're there, what are you guys planning to do? Are you guys planning that when you come, you guys are going to go to, say, Le Garda and have fun? What are you guys planning to do over there? Now, another way that you can prove to them that you will come back is by showing them that you have things going on back in your country that you need to get back to. That's when, if you work, you're going to need to submit your employment letter, letter of introduction from your company, your work ID and stuff like that. I know somebody that submitted work ID but did not submit a letter of introduction from their company. What? They go hand in hand. You can't submit one and not submit one. It literally says that in their website. If you want to say that you work, you need to submit all of the three things I just mentioned. You need to submit an introduction letter from your company and your letter of employment and your ID card that shows that you work in this company. And it is better if you're submitting these things on letterhead, okay? Your company letterhead. It proves a lot. I was trying to say that if you're reapplying, you need to get yourself together. So you need to prove to them that you have a lot of reasons back in your home country to come back to, and you have a lot of things going on here. You have a good job, you have a good paying job, and you have your kids back home to come back to, you have your business back home to come back to. You just need to give them a lot of reason why you will come back. So now imagine that you were rejected because you didn't give them enough reason to think that you were going to come back to your country, and then you reapply again without proving to them that you're going to come back. It makes no sense. So the next time that you're applying, make sure that you give them enough document to support that particular reason why you were rejected. Now, some people will concentrate so much on the reason why they were rejected that they forget about the reasons why they don't need to be rejected again. So after you've proven to them that you're not going to, that this is the reason why you must be approved this time, show them more reasons why every other thing is still perfect just like before. The reason why most of these things happen is because, let's say for example, you were rejected for a certain reason, and maybe by the time that you're reapplying, you don't have enough money anymore. Now you're going to reapply. The first time you were rejected for not having enough document to support the reason why you will come back to your home country, and that time you had a lot of money in your account. Let's say now the second time you're applying again, you don't have enough money in your account, but you have enough reason, you have enough document to support the reason why you will come back to your home country. Now that's you tackling the first mistake but making another one, because now you don't have enough money to back up your finances. So now you're going to get rejected for insufficient fund. I believe I am making sense, right? So even when you are reapplying again the second time, give them enough documents to support the first reason why you were rejected, and then make sure that you're not making any more mistakes that will make them reject you again. Okay, so yeah, it's really simple. There are two things you can do: either you can appeal or you can reapply. So either ways that you decide to go about it, these are some of the things that you need to know. These are some of the things that you need to work on. Don't concentrate too much on proving the first point that you missed the second point and get rejected again. And some people would ask questions like, how early can I reapply after I've been rejected? Let me tell you something. When I was rejected the first time, I literally applied like 1 week later. So it doesn't really have a time. Just apply. And they don't have a specific amount of time that you can apply. You can apply again and again and again if you want to. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you were rejected 3 days ago. Just reapply and do what you need to do. Okay, I'm not saying that doing all of these things will mean that they'll give you this visa. As I said before in my previous videos, I've learned that most of the time you only were one of those people that applied at the wrong time. What I mean by this is, I believe that every Schengen country have a specific amount of applicants that they want to approve for a month. Let's say, for example, Italy decides that in a month we are only going to give 50 people visa, right? That's an example. I don't know the amount. And then you're one of those people who applied in that month after the 50 people has been given visa. You're going to get rejected for some flimsy reason because you applied at the wrong time. Now you're going to ask me a question like, so how do I know when is the right time? You don't know. Okay, you don't know. That's why when you do things, you believe that there's a higher power that can help you make it possible. So that's why you pray. Okay, that's why you have faith. That's why you believe that it's going to be approved. Okay, so I hope that this video has been helpful in helping you understand the things that you can do after you've been rejected. And if any of you want more like in-depth things that you need to know about this thing, like if you want me to help you to write the appeal letter or something like that, just in case you didn't know, I do have a private group where you can ask any questions that you like on Facebook, and it is only $10 to join this Facebook group. So wherever you're applying for, you can just convert the money into your money. Like for example, in Nigeria, it's 3,700 naira to join this private group chat, and we have people there who share their own experiences. We have people over there who ask questions that you might have, and you can learn from it and all of that good stuff. So I hope to see you guys in that group chat if you have questions. But it's still very okay for you to ask me questions under this video, and I'll still reply. But if you have like any personal questions that you don't want to ask here, then you're going to have to ask in that private group chat, because I no longer reply private DMs. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, break it, destroy it, and do whatever you like with it. Okay, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.